Good afternoon. Just a quick update around Mossy's mini allotment. As you can see, a lot of things have moved about. Took most of the things out of the tents, now trying to get them into the ground. So hopefully you'll see a bit of a difference since the last update. So we move on. First of all, just have a quick look at the tents, and then we'll go through the beds. So tent number 1. A few bits left in. Just a tumbling tom. Just had to get a basket for that. Just going to probably put it into a hanging basket. As you can see then, some sprouts grew them from seed. Took them out on modules and actually have them in small pots now. Just going to grow them on there before I put them out. That's the turnips in the styrofoam box. So hopefully should be big enough now to put out in the next couple of days. A couple of spare bits and pieces. Corn. Those excess cabbages that I've managed to swap a few for some calabrese. They're in the bed. Forget-me-nots, probably a bit too tight, so I need to transplant them when they get a bit bigger. While I'm here, stock pineberry. Plant's a lot flatter than the normal strawberry plant. Have some flowers coming on, so should get something out of that. The herbs and the climbing flowers, again, starting to fill out. In the background then, the strawberry plant, some plants, flowers on as well. So we move on then to tent number 2 before we have a look at the beds. Tent 2, mostly cucumbers and the beans that are left in here. Some beetroot, second sown, hopefully get that in soon. So these are the dwarf beans, so kept them doing the dwarf already so I can put them into the bed. So dwarf French bean, dwarf broad bean. Different types of cucumber, round cucumber and outdoor cucumber. It's the squash. I'm going to try and grow that vertically. Don't have the space to let it crawl all over the place, so give that a shot. And then finally on the bottom there, that's the cosmos. Just on the wormy then we have the sugar snaps. Looking a bit dishevelled, but we got them into the larger pots. See how they take on. So working in reverse order, we'll have a quick look at the back bed. That's the brassicas. So the brassicas are flying as in the last video. Even if they don't head up or get any fruit on them, we've definitely win a prize for big leaves. So that's the cauliflower, some calabrese, and then the few different varieties of cabbage, again all flying. Put some netting up since the last video, just using those corner units I got off the internet, nice and cheap. It's not the most stable, strong cage, but I'll do this year and I'll look at something more permanent next year. Moving on then, have a look at the other 2 beds. So big bed number 2, nearly filled. So it's the packer by at the back. Since put in that purple cauliflower which I grew from seeds, so they're looking good. Hopefully should take off like the back bed. Should see what the difference in soil will do. And that's the calabrese that I swapped for the cabbage. Big bed beside it. That was the onions there, looking a bit dishevelled. Falling over, not very strong. So anyone any ideas? I think I might thin them out a bit, take some out, or even cut off the tops as someone suggested. Spring onions starting to stand up. And that space there, we're going to put some beetroot and a few other bits and pieces, including the beans. Some of the peas I did take out, I'll have a look at now. That's the climbing French bean. Just put them in during the week, so starting to wrap around. And as I said in the video, I'm just using these large pots. So hopefully, not huge, but should be enough to keep them going, at least get a few beans off them. Beside them then I have tomatoes. After all the advice I got from different people, I think the main point people are making is you've nothing to do, sticking them in. I don't have a greenhouse, so they're going to be outdoors with pretty much no cover on them, so I think they should grow, maybe even get tomatoes on them. A few people said they mightn't ripen or they'd be difficult to ripen, but we'll give them a shot. And then just moving closer to Money Maker and Gardener's Delight. And then finally this one here, Francis Craig, I never heard of it. Beside that then we have garden pea. Cane's a bit smaller, probably should have used a bigger cane, but they're in now. So nice and bushy, grabbing on. They were the ones that had the leaves were starting to rot on the bottom, so hopefully they should take off. So we'll have a quick look now at the potatoes. So all the potatoes are doing well. Ones in the buckets are the earliest, they're quite big, so hopefully they should flower up soon enough. They're all earthed up now, so I'm just going to let them go and do their thing, keep them watered. Just moving down to the end, then you can see the lumper is finally starting to make an appearance. So I was getting worried there that it was going to be the biggest disaster this year. They have made it through. The back one, no sign yet, but they were in a lot deeper. So overall the potatoes looking good. So we just move on then to the smaller beds, or the salad beds as we call them. So salad bed number 1, or small bed, this was the couldn't come again lettuce that I put in, so that's coming on. Spring onions down the centre there, and then rocket beside that. So since the last video I've put in 3 rows of lettuce, different types of lettuce. A cat or something got in there and dug that up and disturbed everything, so I'm just going to let them come through, see what's missing, and I can backfill I suppose with a few seed. Second salad bed then was where I had said I was going to companion plant the corn, so the corn was in obviously squared off, and then between each row I just put a line of salad, so hopefully as they come up you'll have a crisscross effect of different colours and different types of lettuce that we can take off. Worst case I think it'll look okay even if they're not that big. So I'll just swing around, and we have the 2 fruit bushes there looking good on the left end, the blackberry, and on the right the raspberry. Again, only 1 cane in each, so we're getting some flowers, which is a good start, and the raspberry as well. A few flowers coming on, so we'll get something even if it's only small. Bit of a quick dash around just to give you an update. Things are starting to fill out, which is good. Starting to cover up the soil in the beds with the things out of the tents. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Any comments, let me know, or any advice particularly, please do come back to me. Just going to start working now on getting the carrot seeds in. I'll just do a quick update on that maybe over the weekend, just to show you what I've put in and show you the containers I use. So that's it for now. Slán.